What's going on, guys? So just got back from H2O. Car did great all weekend. Was a little dead. I think a lot of people got scared. But car got a lot of love. A little bit of a nightmare getting there with the flooding and everything going on. I ended up curbing the work wheel, sadly. Um, Checking in to get an all new lip for it. So we'll see how that goes. When I went to leave yesterday morning, the car wouldn't start. I thought maybe battery, but I had all electric. So moved on to the next possible thing, and fuses were all good. Everything like that was fine. Came to the conclusion that the starter took a crap on it. Pretty much the only thing I didn't replace in the motor bay when we redid the motor. So today, got to be replacing the motor. I did call like an advance in that, and they told me it was a dealer item only, which I have to tell you that's not true at all because AutoZone has one in stock. I'm going to pick it up today and put it in. Nice thing with this, I did the battery relocation to the trunk. So if you were doing a starter before, you'd have to pull the battery out. We also did like a little bit of a wire tuck in the bay as well too. So it made it pretty simple. Your starter is right there. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing I'm doing, disconnect the battery. Anytime I'm dealing with anything that's electric involved, I always disconnect the battery just for safety. So take that out, take that off real quick. All right, good to go. Now let's make our way up to the front. All right, so like I said, there's your starter. Right here is the one bolt right there, and the other one's hiding right down yonder. I don't know, let's see if I can get my light down there. Alrighty. Okay, where you at? Right there. Right there she is. Oh, sorry, wrong hole. There, right here. I know you can't see because my lighting is poop. But those two bolts come out. Then pretty much starter pulls out. Then you got to pull off all the wires in the back. There is plugs on it. You can see right there. So I take the plugs off first. And then once the starter's out, I'll bring it over here to the open area and get all the connections off of the ground and hot. So let's get that going. Alright, so got the bottom bolt off. Looks like there is like a ground here. They ground the starter. Right here's your ground. So they ground that when you put your top bolt on. So just make sure you put that back on when you take it off. You can see starter's pretty much loose. Just got a couple more turns come out on the top bolt here. Bunch of wires in my way. Put it back on there. There we go. Pull her out yet. There's not a ton of room here. When you go through, probably a little bit easier. I have the aftermarket manifold on here, so it's probably a little bit more, not as big. So you could probably go through here or here with the other manifold maybe. I'm actually going to go from the other side, see if I can reach under and grab it and pull it out. So let's check it out. Alright, there she is. Hold one out. I actually ended up having to go under the car because with the manifold being bigger, there was no room to get it out anywhere because you have the heater hoses right there. And on the other side, you're right up against the strut tower. So go down underneath, bring it through the axle and the exhaust. It actually comes out pretty smoothly. So Now go over to AutoZone, give them this hoopty that's missing a bolt. Nice. And then, yeah, put the new one in, see if she fires up. All right, got the new one. Throw it back in, see if she fires up. All right, new one's back in. All the bolts are hooked up. Don't forget, like I said, there is a ground right there. If you can see, my fat finger's in the way, so you can't. Right there, the black with the yellow line. That goes on the top bolt there. You can see it right there when you put it back on. And then there's that little black wire right there. Make sure to clip that back on. Everything's tight, good to go. Power's on. Let's hook the battery up. And hopefully that's the issue. Okay, so pretty much what it was doing before, when you put the key in, turn the key all the way to there, that's all you would get. Almost like as if you didn't push the clutch in. No clicking, no nothing, which made me stay away from battery. So let's see if she starts up. All right, so turns out it was not the starter. I mean, the starter was still, I think, the original starter, so I guess it doesn't hurt to replace shit. But pretty much when you push the clutch in, you get nothing. This is what it does. So, contacted Sean over at Force 4 Performance, and he told me about the clutch switches, and sure enough, that's what it is. So, underneath, I'll show you guys. Okay, so, alright, so underneath here, I found out there's two switches. One is in the front, if you push the pedal there. See if I can keep the light. Alright. One's up here, right there, see the little black one right there? And then there's one in the way back here. Alright, where you at, you little bugger? Push the pedal in. Right there, right up there. Hold on, let me get the light back there. Right there. So, on my pedal here, my button came off because there's nothing there. Let me see if I can get the light. Oh, so much room. Okay. Alright. One. I can't get the light in there. Right there. See how there's nothing on that loop? There's supposed to be something there. Kind of like your brake switch. So when I push the clutch in, it's not even hitting it. But if I go up there with my hand and just press the button in, like so, make sure you're in neutral, turn the car, there she goes. So, called around, they do not carry that switch anymore, so found a little nut and bolt action, little baby one. I'm gonna try put this on so that when you push the clutch in, this will go forward, press the button, and engage it. So, yeah, let's put it on, see if she works. Alright, bolts in, car starts. Cool. Well, there you have it, boys and girls. So, before you buy a starter, probably check the ends underneath. But, hey, now she's got a brand new starter in her, so good to go. Live and learn. Alright, till next time. See ya.